Surprise, surprise, surprise. Apple is going after their union employees, apparently. So I kind of think this is an interesting story. So there's an Apple store in Towson, Maryland. If you followed me for any length of time, you know I lived in the Baltimore area for a long time. I used to go to Towson Mall quite a bit back when I was getting my criminal justice degree back at University of Baltimore. I literally delivered pizza at the Papa John's right down in Towson. Used to run around everywhere, right? So basically, I remember when the Towson Mall renovations were being done, I don't know, 25 some odd years ago, when Apple went in and Burberry went in and all these really cool stores went into the Apple Mall. And it felt like, you know, Towson and Baltimore was being revitalized. But, you know, it's the Baltimore area. It's the Baltimore. Every 10 years, I think that's the thing, like every generation like comes into Baltimore. They're like, oh my golly, I can imagine what this place could be. And then like 10 years later, they're running away. And the next generation is coming in. Imagine what Baltimore could be. But anyway, so there's the Apple store in Towson Mall. And the interesting thing is they were the first Apple store in the country to unionize. So they went in and they unionized to get better benefits and all that type of thing. And now it looks like the Towson Apple store is being closed. And basically the Apple store employees are being told they can reapply to jobs at other locations, and they might get hired or they might not. So yeah, I don't know. This is just kind of a story of the modern world. And it is kind of an interesting thing. Like when you look at these companies that are supposed to be good, it's fascinating. A company like Apple, right? They care about environmental, they care about BLM, they care about so many things. But they don't like unions. They don't like unions. It feels like a betrayal. Anger as Apple to close its first unionized store in the U.S. Tech giant accused of, quote, cynical attempt to bust the union in decision to shutter location in Towson. Now, before we go into this, again, I will say, so my mother-in-law, you know, she just died of brain cancer. So I actually had to go back to the Baltimore area quite a bit over the past year or so. And we actually stayed. There is a Homestead Suites. There's a Hampton Inn and a Homestead Suites right by the Whole Foods. My wife loves that. Right across the street. It's not even a street. It's like a parking lot is the Whole Foods. So anyways, I actually stayed there quite a bit over the past year. And so Towson Mall is just like, I don't know, a quarter mile away. And so I would literally go and walk to Towson Mall. And I will tell you, as somebody who lived in Baltimore for a long time, as somebody who saw the renovations of Towson Mall and saw Towson Mall as it was and Towson Mall as it is, yeah, Towson Mall isn't what it was when it was whatever it was, right? So again, Tiffany's had moved in, Tiffany's jewelry had been there, Burberry had been there, which was kind of surprising, Crate and Barrel was there. There are all these big name fancy stores. Again, there was this idea that Towson was kind of gonna be this hub for high-end retail for a while there. And that was the same time that the Apple store moved in, and that was kind of this renovation, you know, that happened back in like 2005 or whatever it was, back in the aughts, as they say. The interesting thing now is when you go to Towson Mall, Burberry's gone, Tiffany's is gone, Crate and Barrel is gone. Like literally, again, I was at this Hampton Inn. And, you know, I go down and I'm just talking I talk with everybody. So I'm talking to the woman behind the counter. And I was like, you know, how are things here and all that? And she was like, yeah, I would not go to Towson Mall after sundown anymore. This is literally what the employee at the Hampton Inn is saying. So one of the things just to keep in mind when you hear these employees blowing snot bubbles, again, I mean, I get it. They're getting laid off. That sucks. But to be clear, Towson Mall has changed, right? Starbucks is gone. For Christ's sake, Starbucks is gone. Like everything good from Towson Mall is already gone. So the fact that the Apple store is moving, really, again, if you've never been there, it's really easy to hear this as a cynical ploy by Apple. But if not only you've been there, but you were there over a couple of decades to see how Towson Mall, went up and went down again, you'll realize Towson Mall is circling the drain. It's circling the drain. I'm sorry, folks, but it's true. Workers at the first Apple store to unionize in the U.S. are pushing back against the company's decision to shut it down by June, alleging that Apple's decision is rooted, quote, in a cynical attempt to bust the union. Now, again, to be clear, Towson Mall is circling the drain. Now, this might be an attempt to bust the union, but I don't actually believe it's a cynical attempt to bust the union. They're just like, well, we're going to be closing the store anyway, so fuck them. Anyways, on Monday, the union filed an unfair labor practice charge against Apple, alleging unionized employees at the store in Towson, Maryland, are being denied transfer rights and other rights compared with workers at non-unionized stores. The union is also alleging retaliation for being unionized. According to the union, Apple claims the collective bargaining agreement prevents relocation, a claim the union says is simply false and raises serious concerns that this closure is a cynical attempt to bust the union. Apple denied the claims in the charge. Quote, "We strongly disagree with the claims made, and we will continue to abide by the agreement that was negotiated and agreed with the union. We look forward to presenting all the facts at the NLRB," spokesperson said. The union is calling on Apple to reverse the closure decision and calling on customers to support its efforts. It has also urged people to contact the company's board of directors. Quote, "This is about whether workers are treated fairly under the law or punished for exercising their rights," Brian Bryant, the international president of the IAM union, has said in a statement. Quote, "Apple is denying union representative workers the same opportunities as giving to others, and doing so because these workers chose to organize. This is discrimination and is exactly what the federal labor law is designed to prevent." Nearly 90 workers at the store won their union election in June 2022 to join the union. Now Brown and his co-workers are facing layoffs due to the store closure and being forced to reapply for a position with a company elsewhere rather than be transferred. Quote, "This job is more than a job," said Brown in a press conference. "This is a family to us. There's a reason why on your last day we clap you out and wish you a fond farewell, and we say that we're losing a family. There are people that we built real relationships with, not just showing up to work every day and working side by side. I met my partner there, and we're having another child next month. This is a huge impact." Brown said the tactic of shutting down a store to avoid dealing with a union was a concern at the bargaining table, and said the union had ensured the transfer protections were in place. Quote, "It feels like a betrayal. Financially, we were doing fine. Foot traffic, we're doing fine. So there's no other reason to shut us down than to basically bust up the union." Again, to be clear, Tiffany's left. Burberry left. Crate and Barrel. Again, Crate and Barrel is not Burberry or Tiffany's. Crate and Barrel left. Fucking Starbucks left. I want to be crystal clear about Towson. Starbucks left Towson Mall. So again, I do not know all the financials for the Apple Store by any means, but I can say, as somebody that's been to Towson Mall over the years, it's going the fuck downhill. It just is. The idea that Apple wants to leave, especially if they have a lease coming up, again, that's one of the things you have to think about with businesses. Many times when they sign leases, they're long leases. Again, they might be a 10 or 20-year lease. And so if Towson had done a brand new renovation, and all of these fancy stores, Tiffany, Burberry, all those kind of stores, they're also getting into long-term contracts. It makes it feel more comfortable to get into a long-term lease too. If they are coming up for a lease renewal, all the fancy stores that came in with them are gone. Starbucks even fucking left, right? They're looking to have to sign a lease for another 5 or 10 years into a mall that is obviously going downhill, where the receptionist at my hotel literally said she would not go there after dark. You know, it might not just be about the union. So anyways, we're gonna see how this kind of thing goes in the future. Again, I am kind of curious to see as the economy falls apart. Again, our economy is a disaster. Look, our economy was a crap show under Biden. Our economy has been like so fucking duct taped together for so long at this point. God knows what's going to happen when everything comes apart. But it will be curious to see as things start falling apart and basically where the blame, where people start casting the blame. Like, do they cast the blame at whoever operates Towson Mall, right? I would argue that for being the failure, or do they cast blame at their particular companies, or whatever else? Again, with the whole unionization effort, we'll see how that goes. Again, it was kind of curious with, I think we saw that with Starbucks, where. Again, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying Starbucks was on the right side of this, but it was kind of curious, where Starbucks started giving benefits to their non-unionized employees. And their unionized employees said, why aren't we getting those benefits? And Starbucks said, well, because you have collective bargaining rights. Anything we give you has to be negotiated in the contract. See, we can provide non-union employees better things at any time because we don't have to go through contract negotiations. Because you have a contract, we have to abide by that contract. And again, don't get me wrong, I do think Starbucks is probably being douchey on that, but there is some practicality there, right? The more bureaucracy you add to a system, the more protections you add into a system, right? The more barriers there can be, the more issues there can be. And so it'll be kind of interesting to see how this goes going forward. I know I did work at a tech company years and years and years ago, and that was kind of an interesting thing. They had one of their offices unionized, and so basically what they did is then they just subcontracted out all the work for about 2 years. So they had a permanent office, the permanent office unionized. They then started routing all the work to independent contractors in that area. There was no longer enough work to support the office. They closed the office. I left the company beforehand. Basically, what I was informed is that they would be using the independent contractors for about 2 years. just to make sure it was a nice long amount of time, and then they would basically build up a new office there that was not unionized again. That is the kind of stuff that corporations pull. So it'll be kind of curious to see how all of this stuff flushes out going forward. Again, the other thing that's going to be interesting too with this, and like with unions and all that, is money has been so flush for so long, especially in the tech sector. Again, whether it's from investors or whether it's customers, money has just been flowing. And so there's a lot of expectations out there. There are just a lot of unrealistic expectations. What you can do when the money tap is running is not the same as what you can do when the money tap gets turned off. And so what will be really interesting for a lot of technology employees is what happens when the money tap gets turned off. What happens when ROI actually starts to matter? And again, gonna be a lot of tears. So what do you think about this? What do you think about Apple shutting down their first unionized retail store? Do you think it's because they're retaliating against those nasty union people, or it's because Towson Mall is turning into a shithole? I mean, it couldn't be that. It couldn't be that Towson Mall is turning into a shithole. I don't know. Put your thoughts down below. See y'all later.